Hello children, welcome to AIMS India's online classes. Today from mathematics subject, sets topic we are going to learn. So today's concept is using diagrams to represent sets. So using diagrams to represent sets. So what is set here children? Set is a collection of well-defined. Set is a collection of well-defined objects. It's a collection of well-defined objects. Well-defined objects, and one more thing, well-defined, all the objects should be distinct. All the objects should be distinct, different. So if here if S is a set and X is an object, then either X belongs to X or X does not belongs to S. In these two relations, any one relation should exist. So here S is a set, X is an object. So what conclusions we can draw? X may be inside the set or X may not be inside the set. X belongs to S or X does not belongs to S. Out of that two, any one conclusion we can draw. So here every set can be represented by drawing a closed curve C. So like this, here this is a set. This closed curve whose symbol is C can be considered as a set. And the elements of C means elements of set are represented by points within C. Elements not in the set represented by points outside C. So for example, the set C equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 can be represented as shown here. So here, what is this closed curve children? The closed curve represents the set. Here C is the set. What about these points? These 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all these points are elements. All these points are elements. But 1, 2, 3, 4 elements are inside the set. 5 is outside the set. As we have 1, 2, 3, 4 inside the set, we can write it as C equals to 1, 2, 3, 4. C equals to 1, 2, 3, 4. So in this way, sets can be represented with the help of closed curves, elements with the help of points. So in this way, we can use diagrams to represent sets. Next, here we have two kinds of sets. So one is universal set, another one is subsets. Universal set and subset. Now let's try to understand their meaning. So let us consider a cricket team to be selected from your school. Means on behalf of your school, you want to send a cricket team for competitions. Means all the participants of the cricket team should be belonging to your school. So here, what is the set from which the team can be selected? Means from which set you are selecting the students? From the students of your school. So here, set of all students in your school is the criteria from where you want to select the cricket team. Means it is the bigger set from where we want to select team members. Okay. Suppose, otherwise, we want to select hockey team. Hockey team means one cricket team completed. Now we want to select hockey team. For hockey team also, whom you are going to select means the set of all students in your school. From your schoolmates only, you are going to select the hockey team. So means for selection of any school team, the students of your school are considered as universal set. Means consisting of whole elements. Consisting of whole elements. Consisting of whole elements, we have universal set. Means for any, to make any smaller set, so to make any, prepare any smaller set, we have to consider the universal set first. Universal set first. So here number of students in your school will be the universal set, whereas cricket team is a part of universal set. It is called as subset. Hockey team also, it's a part of that universal set. It is also can be called as subset. It is also called as subset. So universal set means consisting of whole elements, all the elements. Subset means from the whole elements, according to the required condition, some elements we will consider for subset. So okay, some more examples of universal sets. If you want to study the various groups of people in our state, so if we want to make a study regarding the groups of people, educated people, uneducated people, or government employees, private employees, like that, we want to create some groups of people of our state. So for that, what is the criteria? Whole total population in the state we will consider. From the total population, these people belong to government jobs. These people are working on government jobs. These people are working on private jobs. These people are running business. Like that, we will separate them into smaller groups. But for separating them into smaller groups, we are considering the bigger group, like set of total people in Andhra Pradesh. Okay. Next. So various groups of people in our country. Whereas if you want to study about the people of in your country, then if you consider only Andhra Pradesh, or if you consider only Telangana, TS, then it will be wrong. Because we want to make groups of people in our country, we have to consider set of all people in India. Set of all people in India. So the sets consisting of all the elements, they are called as universal sets. Universal sets. Here. So universal set is mu. Mu. Universal set is mu. The universal set is usually represented by rectangles. So this complete set, it's not a closed curve. It is represented by a rectangle. This whole part belongs to mu. Mu means universal set. Universal set. In that, hockey team is a subset, cricket team is a subset. Both are different sets. Two different sets present in the universal set. Apart from the two sets, there are so many students. If the strength is 500, only 20 members they went to hockey team, 50 members went to cricket team, only 35 members. Remaining 465 students will be outside these sets. But will be present inside the universal set. So other school children will be outside the universal set. Your school children will be inside the universal set. Other school children will be in the outside. Okay. So next, set of real numbers. Set of real numbers is the universal set. Then what about rational, irrational numbers? What about rational, irrational numbers? So set of real numbers is a universal set. So rational numbers, all rational numbers will be present in, if set of real numbers is a bigger circle, R is a bigger circle, so then rational numbers Q will be inside the real numbers. Irrational numbers Q dash also will be in the real numbers. They are considered as subsets. They are considered as subsets. Both of them are present in real numbers, but both of them are not equal. This is separate, this is separate. Okay. So rational numbers x such that x equal to p by q, where p comma q belongs to integers and denominator q should not be equal to 0 because p by 0 not defined. Any number by 0, that value is not defined. So rational number means the numbers which are in the form of p by q, where p comma q belongs to integers, q not equal to 0. Next, we can write it as q, set of rational numbers, means all numbers such that x equal to p by q, pq are integers, q is not equal to 0. Means every element of q is also an element of R, because so all the elements of rational numbers, suppose if you take 1 by 2 or 2 by 3, any number, they will be present inside the rational numbers, means indirectly inside the real numbers. Means all the elements present in Q are present in R. So we can say that Q is a subset of R. Q is a subset of R. In symbolical terms, we write it as Q subset of R. Q subset of R. It's like E only, middle line is missing. We can write like round E without middle line. Okay. Or sleeping U. Q is subset of R. This is read as Q is subset of R. Q is a subset of R. So here sometimes we make use of this symbol, two lines with the arrow mark, it is called implies. Okay. So suppose if A is subset of B, means what does it mean? A is subset of B means A is a smaller set, B is a bigger set. All the elements present in A will be present in B. Means A will be inside B. This rectangle B means A will be a circle which is inside B. So then we can call it as A subset B. Means if small a is present in A set, indirectly we can say that small a also present in B set. Means if A implies B, if A belongs to B implies, means it means that A belongs to capital B. If A belongs to small a belongs to capital B. Why? Because capital A is subset of capital B. Because of that condition, we can come to this conclusion. Here A, B are two sets. A is subset of B, we can call. Means every element of A will also be an element of B. Okay. So real numbers has many subsets because all the natural numbers are present in real numbers. For the natural numbers, if we add 0, it will become whole numbers. So natural number is a subset of whole numbers. Whole numbers is a subset of real numbers. Or if we add negative numbers, it will become integers. So then whole numbers is a part of integers. Whole numbers is a subset of integers, whereas integers is a subset of real numbers. But if we add fractions, then it will become rational numbers. So rational numbers Q here, then Z is an subset of Q. Again, Q will be subset of R. Q will be subset of R. If you take irrational numbers means which are not rational numbers, irrational numbers, x such that x belongs to R, x does not belongs to Q. Here Q stands for rational numbers. So that's why it is named as Q dash, irrational numbers. So real numbers means all real numbers that are not rational, like root 2, root 5, they don't have root values. They are not perfect squares. Or pi, we can take them as irrational numbers. So irrational numbers also subset of real numbers. So natural numbers subset of, one minute children. So this all combinedly in one equation we can write. Natural numbers subset of whole numbers. Whole numbers subset of integers. Integers subset of rational numbers. Rational numbers subset of real numbers. Up to this one part. Separately we can write irrational numbers subset of real numbers. Irrational number subset of real numbers. Like this, we can define universal sets and subsets. So for all these numbers, R is the universal set. Real number is the universal set. So next. So like this. Natural numbers, whole numbers. So natural numbers will be present in whole numbers. Now this is the subset, this is the universal set. Or if you take like this, natural numbers is a subset of whole numbers is a subset of real numbers. These two are subsets. This is the universal set. Okay, like that we can write. Next one example here. Consider a set of vowel letters A, E, I, O, U. Out of 26 English alphabets, only 5 are vowels. Only 5 are vowels. They are A, E, I, O, U. So that is V set. Also consider set A of all letters in English alphabet. All 26 letters belongs to capital A. All 26 letters belongs to capital A. And this 5 letters belongs to capital V. Now, so identify the universal set and subset. So because now we are telling vowels, but all the vowels A, E, I, O, U. Suppose if we have English alphabets set A, 26 letters, so then in that we have V, where A, E, I, O, U are present. Means outside B, C, D, F, G, H, K, L, all will be present outside V. Means but inside A. Outside V, inside A. So what we can call? So every element of V also present in A. Because A, E, I, O, U also present in circle, they are also present in rectangle. Means they are present in smaller set, they are present in bigger set. Means V is a part of A, or V is subset of A. V is subset of A. All the elements of V are also elements of A. So V is called subset. V is the subset of A. Okay. V is the subset of A, and A is the universal set. A is the universal set. Okay. Next. Next one. So here one point we have to keep in note, that is here pi set. What is the meaning of pi set? null set, empty set, void set, empty flower braces. So pi means nothing. Pi set means nothing. So as pi has no elements, we can consider pi set. Null set is the subset of every set. Subset of every set. Null set is the subset of every set. Suppose if A is not subset of B, that can be written as like this: A subset of B, but they are telling not subset of, means we have to strike off this. A is not subset of B. A is not subset of B. So when we can tell that if out of the all elements of A, if at least one element also, suppose we have A, E, I, O, U, in that A does not belongs to B, A belongs to A, does not belongs to B, or B belongs to A, B does not belongs to capital B, like that. All elements are present in A, but one element also is not present in B. One element also is not present in B. Means C, I does not belongs to B, O does not belongs to B, U does not belongs to B, like that. If no element belongs to B, then we can tell that is not a subset of B. Is not a subset of B. So here C equal to 135 given, D equal to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, means indirectly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 given. So 1, 3, 5 present in C, all are present in D. So what we can tell? Here 3 elements, here 5 elements. Out of that 5, all 3 are present in D. So we can tell that C is a subset of B. C is a subset of B. So, and also C belongs to, D. C belongs to D also we can tell, because all the elements are belonging to D. All the elements are belonging to D. So we can tell C also belongs to D. Next. So here A equal to AEIOU, B equal to ABCD. So here A is present in B. But what about other? They are not present in B. They are not present in B. Only one element. One element is presenting in only one element is present in B. No other element is present in B. So here four elements are not the members of B. So it is not a subset of B. Only one element is a part of B. Others are not. So that's why A is not a subset of B. And B is not a subset of A. Because out of A, B, C, D, only one is present in A. We can write A is not subset of B. In reverse also we can write B is not a subset of A also we can write. Because out of B, A is present in A. But B, C, D are not in A. Next. That is about universal set and subset. Next we have equal sets. Suppose set A, Sachin, Dravid, Kohli. Set B, Dravid, Sachin, Dhoni. Set C, Kohli, Dravid, Sachin. So what do you observe in the three sets ABC? So all the players are in A, who are in A, are in C. Kohli is there, Dravid is there, Sachin is there. Means all the players who are present in A also present in C, but not in B. So we can A and C So A and C here, they have same elements, but A and B have different elements. So A and C are called equal sets, and A and B they are not equal sets. So A and C are said to be equal if every element of A belongs to C, or every element of C belongs to A. So then they are called equal sets. They can be represented as A equals to C. Means like if you have 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5 in set X, in set Y also we should have 5, 4, 3. Same elements but in different order. If they have same set of elements, so then X equal to Y, or X and Y can be called as equal sets. Next. Here. So consider the following sets. So A equal to PQR, B equal to QPR. So in the above sets, every element of A also element of B. P is there, Q is there, R also is there. So every element means all elements of A also element of B. So A is subset of B. So every element of B also present in A. So B is subset of A. Means if B is subset of A is subset of B, implies it means that A equals to B. Means it is if and only if. So this A subset of B, B subset of A, these two conditions are possible if and only if. Here equal to symbol, left side arrow mark, right side arrow mark, both sides arrow mark, double implies. It is called double implies or if, IFF if. IFF if means if and only if. Means if the this condition, right side condition given after if that satisfied, then only left side condition before the double implies will be satisfied. Means first one is subset of second one is subset of first. This is possible when both are equal, when A equals to B. Okay. Next. Set A 1, 2, 3 and so on, and N, capital N, is set of natural numbers. Now whether A and N are equal? Yes, because A set also starting from 1 to 3, natural numbers set also starts from 1 to 3 and so on. Both of them having the same elements. Means A is a subset of N is a subset of A, or A equals to N we can write. Okay, both of them equal. Here A also, indirectly it is a natural number set. Next. So consider the sets A equal to PQRS, B equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the question is, are they equal? Are they equal? Because here AB do not contain same elements. A is having PQRS, B is having 1, 2, 3, 4. Both of them having different elements. So they are not equal. Next example. Let A be the set of prime numbers less than 6. Prime numbers less than 6 means 2, 3, 5 will come. And P is set of prime factors of 30. Prime factors of 30 means factors of 30 are 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 15, 30. All are factors of 30. But they are asking only prime factors. Means out of all the factors, only prime numbers. 2, 3, 5. This is also 2, 3, 5. Prime numbers less than 6 also 2, 3, 5. Prime factors of 30 also 2, 3, 5. Both of them having the same elements. So they are equal. They are equal sets. Next. Show that the sets A and B are equal, where A, X such that X is a letter in the word assassination. It is a set builder form. If we write in roster form, we have to write the letters in the word. A is present, S is present, one more S is there, but already we have written one time, no need to write it again, because set will consist of distinct elements, different elements. Again A repeating, S repeating, S repeating, I we can write, N we can write, A repeating, T we can write, I repeating, O we can write, N repeating. So A, S, I, N, T, O. 6 elements we have written. So here B set, X is a letter in the word station. In the station, what words will come here also? A, S, I, N, T, O will come. In assassination also, A, S, I, N, T, O is coming. 6 elements are coming. In B set also, same 6 elements are coming. But their definition is different. Their set builder form is different. But in roster form, both of them having same number of elements. So they are called equal sets. They are called equal sets. Okay, children. Now let's go through the exercise. Which of the following sets are equal? Letter X is a letter in the word follow. F is there, O is there, L is there, W. 4 elements are there. Flow, same 4 elements. Wolf, same 4 elements. So 3 of them having the same 4 elements. So A equals to B equals to C. 3 of them equal to each other. 3 of them are equal to each other. Okay. Next. Consider the following sets and fill up the blank in the statement given below with equal to or not equal to, so as to make the statement true. So A, B, C, D, E, F. 6 sets they have given in the question. After that, 6 questions they have framed. 6 questions are there. These questions to be filled up with the symbols equal to or not equal to, so that the statement will be true. Statement will be true. A 1 2 3 roster form. C A B C D E A A O U means first 3 natural numbers, first 4 English alphabets, vowels. First 3 natural numbers means 1 2 3. 1 2 3 will come. First 4 alphabets. Set of vowels means A, E, I, O, U will come. So B set 1 2 3. B set stands for 1 2 3. F set stands for A, E, I, O, U. Now A equals to A, B. A 1 2 3, B 1 2 3. They are equal. A, E. A 1 2 3, E, A, I, O, U. Both are different. A is numbers, E is alphabets. C, D. A, B, C, D, D, C, A, B. Order is different but elements are same. C equals to D. D, F. In D, A, B, C, D are there. E, A, E, I, O, U are there. Not equal. F, A. Not equal. D, E. Not equal. F, B. F, B. Not equal. F, B. Not equal. Okay. So, okay, next. In each of the following, state whether A equal to B or not. A, B, C, D. So, A is present, B is present, C is present, D is present. all elements of A are present in B, so we can write A equals to B. A 4, 8, 12, 6. So 4 is present, 8 is present, 12 not there, 16 present. One element not present. Even if there is no one element also, if one element also is absent, then we can tell that they are not equal. They are not equal. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. X is positive integer. X less than 10 they are given. They have given x less than 10. Positive even integer less than 10. Means we will get 2, 4, 6, 8. We will get only 2, 4, 6, 8. Less than 10. Means 10 we won't take. But here in A, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 is there. In A we have 10. But in B, there is no 10. So these are not equal. So x is a multiple of 10. Multiple of 10 means 10 one time, 10, 10 two times. So 10 one times 10, but 10 two times 20. 15 is not a multiple of 10. 25 is not a multiple of 10. So A is not equal to B. So in this way we can compare the equal sets. One minute, children. So okay, children, that's all for today. So remaining topics we can learn in next video. So thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving latest updates. Thank you. Have a good day.